The scope of Islamic jurisprudence makes it a scientific study. A scientific study of the nature of and legal implications and indications in the primary and non-variable sources. It also studies other sources of law or keeps into consideration. Besides looking in the Quran and Sunnah, it also looks into what has been the ijma or consensus. Ijma means consensus on a point of scholars of a specific time and place. Therefore, ijma of the Sahaba of Medina, ijma of Shaykhain, that means in Hadith we use this with reference to Imam Muslim and Bukhari. If both agree, we say the ijma of Shaykhain. So, the word ijma means consensus. One consensus is made, that becomes a source. On the basis of ijma, we drive further legislation. Then Qiyas, which means analogy, which means that if the Prophet ﷺ says that do not use things which are, or the Quran says that do not use things which envelop your reason, like khamr, then it will not be confined to liquor. Anything that impairs my rational process will fall in the same category. We cannot say that Quran says only about khamr, does not say about LSD, barbiturates, all kinds of intoxicants and drugs. Thirdly, it is a matter of istihsan, which means what is jurisprudential preference. There are two equally permissible positions, which one should be adopted. And thirdly, it is matter of maslaha, which I talked earlier, that what is the public good. Something is going to be done, but is it going to benefit people or not benefit people? Is it good that media from morning till night shows crime, murder, rape, till people become completely non-sensitive about these things? Or is it better not to talk about it, so people have sensitivity about it? And lastly, urf, which means certain customs, customs which do not clash with the other sources. When we talk about jurisprudence, next slide please, then it means that we have to follow certain prerequisites. During the early Khulafa period, Qurra offered guidance in legal matters, because teaching of the Quran included elaboration and explanation of the Quranic words, terminologies and meaning. We use the word Qari in the sense of a person who has beautiful voice and can recite people, and his beautiful voice makes people feel much relieved and better. This is not the meaning of the word Qurra here. Qurra in the time of the Sahaba were the persons who knew the Quran, who knew prophetic Sunnah and Hadith, who knew what is the conditions of accepting a Hadith or having reservations about it. They knew what are the principles of legal deduction. They knew what is the meaning of Sharia, obligations, taklifat. They knew very well that how Aqidah is linked with muamalat, and they knew very well what is the linguistic, syntextual, literary, grammatical aspects of Hukum Shari. Do we have today Qur'an with these qualifications, or we just call a person who can recite with beautiful voice, although he may not know even the meaning of what he is reciting? Therefore, when we say qura in jurisprudence, it has different meaning. It is not just a person who just recites well.